Welcome to Let Jaime Talk. I'm Jaime in the studio with Brett.
Well, good morning, everybody.
What's going on?
Not much. Living the dream.
I am also living the dream.
Yeah, actually, I say a lot of times, living the dream. Well, somebody's.
Sometimes I don't know if that means, it's a good thing or a bad thing. Sometimes, like when I call some of my subs and they're out there in the field, working hard. Mm-hmm. And I say, what's up? They say, living the dream. Mm-hmm. It's kind of sarcastic, Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
What is the dream?
Well, that's a good question.
It's definitely changed.
I mean, the saying living the dream, there's a joke behind it that it's like you're doing what you thought you wanted to do, but maybe it's not what you thought.
Mm-hmm. Is it ever?
I don't know. I don't really say that. That's not like a personal saying of mine, but I do hear it a lot. Living the dream, All
right, I'm going to hit you real deep, real fast. No. Have you ever expected something to be unbelievable and it exceeded your expectations?
Ooh. Maybe some JBL speakers I bought once.
I probably could have guessed it would have been music related.
I retract my answer. Getting married to the woman that I married.
Oh,
Jaime Hughes Perkins.
There it is.
My wife. So much better than I expected.
Well, she's disappointed.
Well, she may be.
Oh, gosh.
She may be.
No, just kidding.
I don't know. Sorry, honey. I love you.
Speaking of weddings, Ben and Brene are in Pennsylvania at Brene's sister's wedding.
I had no idea.
She and Adam. Congratulations, Bria and Adam.
Fantastic.
It's been a long time coming. We love them both. We wish they were the best. I guess it's tomorrow, technically.
Okay.
So, which is a couple of weeks ago or whenever this podcast actually comes out.
Dude.
But Bria and Adam, congratulations. We're happy for you guys.
Fantastic. I didn't know Ben was out of town. I thought he was down at the bakery making my coffee.
Oh my gosh.
No, well, whatever. What I was going to say though is that I did see some comments where people are like, "Hey, where's Ben?"
Yeah.
It's been a while, and
is that a dad joke?
Is it? No, it could have been, but it was too cheesy even for me.
Okay.
So we're gonna have Ben back whenever he's like not working on a Friday morning.
Could be a guest.
So yeah, we'll interview him.
Yeah. I mean, people want that anyway. They want you to interview me and Ben.
No way.
Yeah.
Huh.
How would you be as the interviewer?
I don't know.
Because we determined that you're not a very good listener. I
thought of it. What?
Actually, I was supposed to ask, man, this is going sideways quick. I was supposed to ask Jaime, your wife, if you're a good listener. Because I think I made the comment last week, like you pay attention to all the little things all the time. And that means you're like, if we went to the Biltmore, right? So you're so focused on things, your surroundings, and which is an unbelievable trait, right? Like to actually just stare at something and break it down in your head.
Sure.
But does that disallow you from being a good listener?
No.
Like you're just staring at my mouth and not listening to the words coming out?
I'm taking it all in. Even though I'm looking at this thing on the table, I totally am listening to you.
Oh, yeah. Right. Well.
Yes. I got it. Well, you'll have to ask somebody else. I don't think I'm qualified to answer that question about myself.
Yeah. Well, the bakery's running this week. No Ben, no Brene. Man, the staff and everybody that works with us is holding down the fort and fingers crossed. And
that's good.
In about 2 hours, I go down there and it's still there.
Well,
which I'm sure it will be.
Have you ever had the fear that if you weren't there, the show would stop?
Every morning.
Every day. See, I live with that too.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit of a control freak. That might be a surprise. No, Brett knows. Brett knows me as good as anybody, but I tend to be, my is propensity a right word? I am prone to want to micromanage. I have to actively restrain myself from micromanaging, but it's hard when all the details matter, right?
Of course.
And so it's hard to just be like, just let it go. It'll be fine. Well, guess what? It's not going to be fine.
That's right.
But it depends on the circumstance, I guess. But yeah, my definite normal mindset is to micromanage. So how can I do that in a way, like on the job site, that's not driving everybody crazy? Because then people just get ticked off and they don't want you to be staring over their shoulder, right? So I don't know. That's not much of an answer. It's more of a question or a statement.
I don't know. I mean, I'm older than you, and I definitely don't do it as much as some people that I know.
Right.
I definitely used to do it,
Mm-hmm.
but I have learned, I think, that you can't control everything, and you just got to control the things that really matter to you.
That's right.
Or to in my case, the customer, right? So it may not be something, we have the heat on, which is great, but sorry if you guys hear that in the background.
It's keeping us alive. So
it is. No sweatshirts.
I'm glad. Well, I will say it's cold, and I went out walking this morning, as I normally do, get up early and go do something fitness related, and it was cold. Mm-hmm. So I got long johns on right now because I don't like being cold.
I understand.
I'm tired of being cold.
Yeah. Well, hey, wait, where I was going, and now you made me lose my train of thought. I was talking.
Sorry. You're the one that brought up the heater.
Oh, wait, that's not my name. Yeah, I did bring up the heater.
So what were you saying again?
I don't remember. What's important to the customer? Because it's not me. Like, I'm a small business owner. Ben and I own small businesses, and small businesses run America. And the customer isn't always right, but you got to pay attention to you got to anticipate what you think that they're going to care about. And then you're still not always right, but you got to do your best because it's not what you think.
You're right.
If you buy footwear for 10,000 people, which is a lot. I don't buy footwear for 10,000 people, but how are you going to guess? Do you know how many shoes there are?
I don't.
Just one brand. Man, sorry guys. Brett's going to take over today. Just one brand, Keen, okay? Just one outdoor footwear brand has 500 SKUs.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, dude. My whole store is only 4,000 square feet. I can't even put all the Keens in it, much less 10 other brands.
Well, let's just hope you have good eye for style and you pick out good-looking shoes.
That's questionable, but
I have the opposite of that.
Yeah, that's right. I buy your shoes.
You do. Now I get all my shoes from Brett, including the Danners I got on here. Yeah. So
Kelly does a great job. Kelly buys most of the shoes.
I could do as good of a job as you, because here's what I would do, is I would pick all the ones that I like, and instead of buying those ones, I would get all the other ones, and those would be the ones that you would have picked that are good.
Yeah, fair enough.
See?
Yeah.
Well, we do have some comments to get to here.
Wait, are we going to talk about the I don't know.
The big blue elephant? Or is it blue or gray?
It's gray. Do we talk about it or do we just keep going?
Nah, forget it. Let's move on. We got a lot of comments.
All right.
We got a lot of comments.
We're gonna bring it up at some point, but fine. We'll bring it up when we won't go down a
People love when we say there's something and we don't tell them what it is.
All right. Well, Jamie got something new. I'll just leave it.
It's not that important, but it's...
Sorry if that came out loud.
It did. I think you just blew up everybody's subwoofers or ears. Okay, I'll just break the spoiler here. I took 3 vehicles and I got rid of them and I converted them into one. Mm-hmm. I got a truck. I got a Chevy Silverado. Mm-hmm. I went to buy a Ram.
This is gonna be a long one.
I'm done.
No, dude, you can't be done. Let's just give it 10 minutes at least.
No, that's way too much.
No, it's not. Okay, listen, y'all. Jamie, we're gonna go backwards.
I don't want to tell the whole story.
Jamie had a gray, a blue. I know you don't want to tell it, but they want to know.
Okay.
The blue Chevy.
Yeah.
Right? Well, it started with the gray Dodge. Then Jason got the gray Dodge for his son. The blue Chevy came into the picture, which we've talked about. And then it went bye-bye for a number of reasons, but you had a buyer. That was probably reason number one, right? It was an easy trade. Somebody wanted it. See you later.
That's right.
Then the blue became the work truck. The Jeep got all kinds of work done to it. New engines. Jamie worked on it for a year and a half, 2 years?
Yep.
2 years. Most recently got some more clutch work done. And then he had another buyer.
Had a buyer.
Somebody inquired about it. And so it went bye-bye. And so then the last man standing was blue and the Honda.
My car, yep.
And the Honda doesn't, I think this is me interpreting what went on in your head.
Go ahead.
Man.
I'm just listening.
Oh, look at you.
No,
is that the
listening.
Honda, when you only had one truck, which is the first time you've only had one truck in 20-something years, you realized you can't only have one truck.
Not as a family man.
Correct. Right.
Like me.
The Honda didn't serve, it doesn't plug all the holes.
That's right.
And the work truck is a dedicated work truck.
Correct.
So it just, I think it was tearing at you.
It was.
So then you went to buy a Dodge.
I went to buy a new Ram, a 2020 Ram.
Yep. New used.
I needed a Ram for the fam. Okay.
Yep.
a do it all with take everybody, do anything vehicle. That's what a truck is to me. That's got 4 doors, 5 seats, and a big back seat at that.
Yep.
All right. So I went to go get the 2020 Ram. I didn't love it. I tried some other ones. Didn't love them. Went to the Chevy dealer 10 minutes later and found a nice used 2-year-old Silverado. And I'm super happy with it. So
yeah, congratulations.
That's what happened to me. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm
never did I ever think you'd be a Chevy man.
It's settled. It's done.
It is, and it's really nice, y'all.
And I really do like it. So, now not to say I'm not a Ram fan. Still,
of course,
still got one in the driveway.
I think there's a lot of old Ram fans that want to be Ram fans. Mm-hmm. No offense to current Ram trucks, but
I'm sure they're nice, the new ones. And I was not shopping for a new 2025, 26.
Right, out of the budget.
Nope. Just we're going for a used.
Yep.
A gently used truck.
Yep. So we'll get I'm sure it'll be in a Perkins Builder Brothers video.
We'll talk. Well, I'm sure it'll come up.
But anyway, there you go, guys.
All right. So, fantastic.
So from 3 to 1, kind of, right?
Yeah, we could say that.
Yeah.
We're condensing and concentrating.
Jamie and I work a lot on the more you own, the more owns you.
Oh, yeah.
And we both suck at that.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
We both have a lot of stuff.
So Brett is pulling up some video footage here from the subject of today's podcast, which is some comments on the episode 114 from the Perkins Builder Brothers channel. Now, this video confused some of our audience because the way the video starts
including me.
Is it starts out at a different job site.
Wait.
What?
At least it still said mega.
It does. That's why they're so confused.
Yeah.
It says mega bill, but then we're totally somewhere different.
Yeah, I agree.
Digging a foundation. So, and Brett just closed everything on the computer.
Yep.
I'll teach you how to run that thing one day.
Thanks. There it is.
So, right. let's just jump right in here.
That sounds good.
I started reading comments, and like always, even for one video, and by the way, Eric puts out 2 videos a week, all right? And we just pick one of those videos to do the comments from. And I can't even get through all the comments on one video that just came out. And if it just came out, that means that only the first day or 2 of comments have been added to this video. So it's not like it's been out for a week and there's lots and lots of comments. We're talking like 200-300 comments in a day or 2.
Yeah. But the reason we do that is because there's a lag, right? So we've talked about this. Do we go back too far? Because then by the time we get to you guys actually get to this episode, it's like the Perkins Builder Brothers episode we're talking about, it's like 2 weeks old. So
well,
it's we've kind of made, if you guys think otherwise, let us know. Or if there's specific questions that we don't answer, comment on our video because we go through those too. Yeah.
Well, it's hard to be perfectly in time and sync. And because we even get confused about reality of real time and video release time and what went out at what time. It's kind of confusing. So even for me. So anyway, there's way more comments than we can get to. So I try to pick the best of the best, at least in my opinion, that create some great podcast conversation. So here we go.
All right.
So I guess I got to preface like we normally do. In this video, we go to a brand new site, which is our next build site. And we're beginning to do the layout of the foundation. There is site work happening, which means there's big machines moving larger amounts of dirt to shape the site and to dig the what we call the excavation for the basement, a giant square hole. It's like digging a swimming pool in the side of a mountain.
It has 2.5 sides or something.
Yeah, it doesn't hold water too good.
Yeah, no.
And we're already running into some issues right now with the foundation being on solid ground. That's really the problem, is that this site had fill dirt. That fan keeps ticking. We're going to leave it on though, because I don't want to be cold. We have fill dirt on the front edge of the foundation, and there's about 10 different ways you could handle that. So we're trying to pick the best way, and I'm working with my homeowner to accomplish the best solution. All right, so here we go.
I'm going to have a hard time not interjecting in this one, but first of all, that is epic.
What? Well, and there's comments about my calculator.
All right, we'll get there. Anyway,
I
really enjoyed the layout of this. So I hope other people do too, because to me, it's something nobody ever sees. Your technique hasn't changed in I mean, like
Not
3,000 years.
I was going to say, not since they built the pyramids, I'd say.
Right. I mean, it really is just
The math don't lie.
the maths.
The maths
Or it doesn't math.
The math don't lie. Okay,
let's
here we
get
go.
rolling.
Catherine Curl, 3706 comments, I volunteer for Habitat for Humanity, and I have installed several doors. Also in this episode, we're installing doors in the mega house. So this is like a half and half episode, foundation layout and installing doors. So these comments will be mixed throughout. I'll be bouncing back and forth. Okay, I volunteered for Habitat for Humanity, and I have several doors I've installed in 3 houses I've helped build. It's kind of comforting to see that even professionals have to struggle with installing interior doors. It makes me feel better. Thanks for showing us various ways to try to install interior doors. All right, so this person that has built 3 houses, or maybe not fully built, but we may have to turn the fan off. That's actually going to get annoying. Can you do that?
Yep.
Remote control, heater, delete. Right, I've been building houses as long as I can remember in my adult life, and I still struggle plenty with hanging interior doors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many.
Everybody does.
Maybe
we should do a video on how to hang a door.
That's a great idea. We should build a door first.
Oh wait, we did that.
We did that. Okay, good. We're gonna actually do a nice door hanging video on Jaime in the Wild, and you're gonna see me hang a door in my shop.
You know what else would be helpful?
No.
Is how to teach a person how to adjust a door. You know how over time, like the top of the door will pinch on the opposite side of the hinges. How do you fix it?
Well, it depends on why it's doing that.
I know, but there's probably like 2 or 3 things a homeowner could do.
Probably.
To adjust, like how can I bend the hinges?
Right. That's
or
true.
How do are all the screws tight?
Mm-hmm.
Little things. Or do I actually have to plane off the opposite side of the door?
You
could do that.
You could come at it a lot of different ways for a lot of different reasons. So, all right. So we still struggle. That's for sure. And so if it's your first time or your 100th or your 1,000th time, there might still be a struggle. So welcome to carpentry.
I'm going to try to have some that's
Um,
going in the background while you're talking about it, but go ahead.
So, as far as the calculator goes, there's a comment here. Jojo01 says, do you know, Construction Master Calculator is available as a smartphone app, so you would only have one device in the field. That's pretty cool. Well, I will say I was using a lot of things. I was using my phone as I read blueprints off my phone. Like the house plans are digital on my phone. So no matter what I'm doing, where I'm at on the site, I can pull the plans up. And so I actually like having a separate dedicated calculator. And this Construction Master kind of calculator, I have used these things ever since, I started. And the wonderful thing, you got that on the screen there?
Mm-hmm. How old's that one?
I've had that one probably 10 years.
Yeah.
And the only reason I lose them every now and then, I have to buy a new one. But if I lost that today, I would go buy the same one.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't blame you.
one of the best things about it is you can input and add additions and subtractions in feet and inches and fractions of inches or decimals. You can just convert from decimal to fraction and back and forth. And it's so easy. A lot of times plans, you can see behind the calculator, there's dimensions on the plans, depending on who drew the plans and what their style of dimensioning is or what program they use to auto dimension the whole plan. You don't always have a number that tells you from this point to this point what you want. You'll end up having to add these numbers together. It'd be nice if they're even friendly numbers, but they're not always. And so you're going to have to add up, multiple fractional inch and foot and inch and fraction numbers together, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 of them. And I just don't like doing that in my head on the fly when I'm laying out a foundation, because what if I just messed it up? I need to add it and double check it. Yeah. And also by drawing it in SketchUp, I've already put in the perimeter in SketchUp. Mm-hmm. And so I double, triple, 10 times check that drawing at the foundation level.
Yeah.
Because everything else will be based on that. And if I got that wrong, well, that's a really bad way to start a job. So I check myself way more than probably a normal person would, but to make sure that I get it right. So, between all those things, the physical paper drawing, my SketchUp drawing, the plan that's on my phone, I've got my calculator, I've got more than I can hold on to. Mm-hmm. And we're trying to pin the corners down on the ground is what we're doing.
Yeah, and we just had a Jaime in the Wild that came out, I don't know, a Saturday ago or so. Mm-hmm. And Jamie's looking at me like, what is it? What?
I'm sure there was one. Go ahead.
But it does this. It kind of, what you just described is how your brain works. So this is not for everybody, right? So this is more like, here's how Jamie processes the information that he needs to translate it to the job site, basically. And how are you going to get, because you're the one that everybody's looking at, where am I pulling? Like you say, pull from this point to this point, which you do in this video a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody else is listening and knows what to do, their role in that process.
Yes.
But you're the one that has to know it's 23 feet, 13/16 from that point to that point. Yes.
I sort of orchestrate where to pull from, where from to whatever, put a stake there, do this. And they do it, and we double check it, and we confirm it from other locations and make sure it's in the right spot. So
multiple points to each point.
I kind of like it. I mean, it's fun.
I spent a couple hours out there, not on this day, but a day after, or not, whatever.
Yeah.
And I just enjoyed watching it and, hearing it all be called out and be right.
Yeah.
Like
double check that from way over here to a totally far away place and check that point and it'd be correct.
Right. Within a 16th for the most part.
And that's
cool.
It makes me happy.
It does. It's amazing to build things. Kids these days should build more stuff.
I agree.
But go ahead.
I agree. All right. Next comment from Miles Harlan. Essential craftsman for the win with the best tool for the job of pounding in stakes. Great job, boys. And he put KUTGW. I don't know what that means.
Just like the big hammer, right?
So yeah, we're using a big like sledgehammer looking thing, like a one-handed handheld sledge. And it is made by the guy from the channel, The Essential Craftsman. And he sent this to us, and it's a pretty dang cool hammer.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're for sale or what.
See if I can get a close up.
I would guess.
Sucker.
I mean, he's patented this thing.
What's that thing weigh?
I don't know. 3 pounds maybe. It's a nice hammer. Eric keeps that one in his car. He won't let me take it.
It's a good place for it to get lost.
Yeah, it's okay.
I was going to see if I could get. He does show it. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
While
you're doing that.
Like I said, we're going to bounce back and forth between this foundation layout and the other job, hanging a door. So somebody says here, using a 360-degree laser will help get a double door jamb. So we're hanging a French door here that's giving us trouble, big trouble. I mean, serious trouble. Using a 360-degree laser will help get a double door jamb planed out. It may require specialty trim if the walls are out of plane, and yes, that happened. Split the difference in the rough opening, and you may be left with an 1/8 inch or so for the face trim extensions or bigger caulk joint. Double doors are a pain without a laser. Well, they're a pain with a laser, maybe pain without a laser. Great struggles. It took me a whole day to reconcile the problems, the differences, maybe. Right. Are you okay? Okay. So yes, I have never used a fancy laser though to aid in figuring out where's the offness. Right. I don't know.
I thought it was interesting that the only point of contact for that door was the top. There wasn't like
right. It's a ball catch at the top.
Yeah, because there is no latch, right?
There is no latch. The doors do not connect to each other in any way.
Right.
Now, what's funny though is that door is bored for a handle,
right,
and a latch, but it doesn't connect to anything.
Right.
And so I'm going to fill that. It'll all get covered, but I'm going to fill that with a plug of wood so that I can screw what we call a dummy knob on. It doesn't have any of the internal parts. It's just a surface mount screwed on there. You pull. It's a pull handle. Well, that's what I think I'm going to do.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, back to the new house site. We're just going to go like every other comment is what it's looking like here. We're talking about getting the elevation of the house and the elevation of the garage and the elevation at the basement level all figured out. And it's maybe not as easy as you think, even though it should be, unless you build like the same house with the same wall heights and the same garage all the time. Then you'd know it and wouldn't stress about it. But somebody says here, I would prefer the garage entrance above grade by a few inches, meaning like the garage slab. And I agree with what he's saying here. With a gradual grade down to grade to ensure that water and snow does not get in the garage. Also, if the house settles, there's some wiggle room. Now, I don't know if I've ever had a slab or a house settle any amount that would lower it relative to the ground. I hope not. But you definitely don't want your garage slab to end up like totally dead nutty flush with the grade, because then like if it rains really hard, you could have water just run right in your garage.
Yeah.
And my house is the lowest, flushest garage entrance of any I've ever built. And I'm going to say maybe I almost messed up because I made it like an inch above the dirt. And so when I brought gravel in, I only had an inch to add gravel. Wow. And it's flush. You don't feel a bump. There is not a bump. It is flat and smooth. I mean, the gravel, and boom, you're in the garage.
So you don't have like a threshold that goes up in the front. It's totally, you're from the outside edge of the house all the way back is the same.
It is. It's flat and flat. There's not even a tiny, like we usually take the first foot or 8 to 10 inches to a foot and slope it, or put a little drop, like a 1 inch or an inch and a half drop. It's common. And I didn't even do that. It is literally flush, straight, flat, but I've never had water go in. So there is a little, like in my driveway, say it rains really, really hard. I'll go out there and I'll watch the rain. Right.
Yeah.
And that's a smart thing to do, I think, when it's, when you're getting a site prepped and you're figuring out where's all the drainage go, and you need to know that you have a plan for where the water goes. You can't just hope it goes somewhere good and then just guess, right? So, I mean, the biggest part of like grading is knowing where's the water go, water management. I mean, my guy would tell you that's doing all this work. He knows how to control water, and that's why his roads perform. That's why his house sites don't erode and things like that. It's so critical. Yeah. And I don't know who teaches that, but
I have my garage floor is perfectly flat, and then I have like a 2-foot little threshold that's beyond the wall.
Like an apron.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to call it an apron, but I wasn't sure.
I'm pretty sure that's what I call it.
So it's before the building, so it's 2 feet out. So to get me down to grade.
In your house or your garage, I'm sorry, your driveway actually slopes down to the door openings. And so you have like a little reverse.
Exactly.
We call that a swale.
Okay. And then I have a drain, like a bucket, whatever you call it. A box, like a drain box.
Oh, okay.
To make sure, because water does go down that direction.
Yeah. So if you have, I mean, we call that, I think that's negative grade, even though whether it's negative or positive, it's sloping toward, generally, you try to avoid that. But given the location that you wanted your building, that was just part of it. Yeah, grading. Okay.
I heard a good one the other day. Buying your first home is like starting your lifelong battle against water. It's the truth.
It is.
It is the truth. Roofs, gutters, foundations, basements, driveways, everything. It's like, I was like, man, that guy he has figured it out. That's the truth. Go ahead.
Well, there's more comments about the bifold door, French door thing, and somebody's saying to use magnets for the catches at the top instead of a ball catch, which is a spring-loaded ball at the top that's recessed into the top of the door. I don't know if there's probably is in the video some shot of the top of the door.
I'm trying to find it, y'all. But go ahead.
I had many, many long conversations with my homeowner about what was going to be the type of catch system on this door. Okay. Cause there's options. You could have a really, really fancy one that had a handle that you pull up and it throws a head bolt, which would be at the top where the ball catch is, and a foot bolt, which would throw a peg into the floor. Now that'd require you to drill a hole in the floor and mount a plate in the floor and flush mount it or do something. Okay. If you want your fixed panel, now I say fixed, your non-primary panel to actually latch and lock. Well, that's hard to say. If it latched top and bottom, it would be secure enough for another door to click into it at the door handle location. But we're not doing that. And primarily, this is going to stay open. You know, the idea with this double door is that, you know, these doors are 2 foot each, you know, so it's a 4-foot unit, and that they could both stay open most of the time, you know.
I mean, that's the master bedroom, though.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's not my house, man. You know, it's whatever somebody wants. You know,
that's on screen right there if you want to.
Oh, okay. So there's the double door. So in this shot, the door on the right, the side that Jason's got a hold of, is the primary side, and also the light switch is on the right side wall when you walk in.
Interesting.
And so something you always have to plan for is where's the light switch when you enter a room, and how can you make sure the door swing doesn't cover the light switch?
Oh, yeah.
And can you put the switch somewhere else, or can you change the swing? In this case, we measured that door was going to swing open 24 inches and lay against the wall. That's 90 degrees. When the door is open 90 degrees, it's flat against the wall. Actually, more than 90, like probably 100. Anyway, the light switch is just beyond. You going to sneeze?
Try not to. Sorry, y'all.
Oh,
I'm off camera.
I scared my cat this morning when I sneezed. It was funny. Yeah, so this door opens is 24 inches wide. The light switch is about 30 inches. So you swing the door open. You can leave it open, and it doesn't obstruct the light switch access. There's a lot to it. Mm-hmm. Man, I tell you, I wasn't kidding. These comments are almost 50-50 between the site and the
there you go.
The thing. Let me skip and see if we... well, here's another great comment. You know, well, and I'm there trying to figure it out.
Yeah, this is what Jaime looks like on the struggle bus.
I'm getting aggravated. I'm getting ticked off by this door.
Yeah. Oh, there's the light switch.
But I defeated the door. Yep, there it is. Okay, somebody says here, we need the videos to be longer. Just never enough Perkins Brother crew. Okay, thank you for that. Eric tries. We are actually making an effort to make longer videos.
Mm-hmm. They have been. I mean, they're pushing 35. That's 5 minutes.
That's a lot.
15%, 12%.
We did 20 minutes was kind of our goal for a long time. Now Eric's going to 30 minutes kind of as the standard, length. And I mean, you cover a lot of ground in a 30-minute video. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, that's a good shot for me. Is that on there? It's not on there. Don't you love it when you pause that and your eyes are like half closed? It looks like you're on drugs. All right, somebody's asking, hey, what kind of flooring is going in? I really like it, they say. And I think we talked about it a little bit, but this is an engineered wood flooring in the mega house. And the wood is white oak, the part that you see anyway. The rest of it is basically plywood. So engineered wood flooring, imagine it is tiny pieces of plywood, and that makes them like stable and flat and uniform and all the things that you want, stability.
It's wide plank too, right?
It is. It's like 8 inches wide.
All the same, not variation. Okay.
They're all the same width. There's variation, lengths. Yeah. There's, random length. Mm-hmm. And it is a good looking floor. It's got like a stain. I don't want to say whitewash, but it almost has just a bit of a whitewash vibe in it, but it's a pretty good looking floor. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it, and it is, it's a good shot right there. I was trying to get a shot. It's a good contrast to the dark windows, white walls. It's lighter than the ceiling. Like it does definitely, it warms up the place.
It does. It looks nice. And it's all covered in cardboard. I mean, literally the minute I walked in, I saw the floors are laid. We cover the floors.
Mm-hmm. That's a good shot.
We didn't used to do that, but we do now.
That's a good shot of Jason right there.
It is. Oh yeah. Look at him. And it's actually a really close match to the decking wood floor color. The exterior decking. The Envision Outdoor Living decking is almost the exact same color. At a squint, if you just kind of blur.
I don't think I can get that because it's already covered. I was trying.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, you're right, because the part of the appeal of this house when you walk in the front door is the through and through, like straight through to the view. So you get that long range, and you don't get I didn't pay. Well, it was covered when I saw it, but
of course, it'll all make sense when all of our junk's out of the way.
Yeah, cool.
And we peel all the plastic off the windows and the doors, and you can literally see from one end to the other before you even go in, actually.
And is that Alexa? Does she have help, or is she doing like the design choices?
Yeah, Alexis is, and she gets called Alexa a lot.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, everybody does that. It's totally good. Alexis, just like the car with a I don't know. Okay. Whatever. You need some way to remember it. You like cars, so.
Fair enough, I got it. I'll never forget it now.
Alexis. When you see her, you just think Lexus. All right. Yeah, so she's picking. I mean, she is the design picker. And everything that she's picking is mostly, well, I say everything mostly, that's like a little bit of a, is based on the rendering, okay, from the drawing of the house plan from the advanced house plans website that she bought the plans from.
Cool.
And they have amazing renderings, and she fell in love with this plan. It's called Royal Palms on Advanced House Plans. You can look it up. And this is a modified version, though. She actually had an architect within that company modify this to their liking. Like they added the room above the garage They reverse the plan from what's online. When you first pull it up, you can click a little reverse button. So basically, that's the house we're building. And she liked their selections so much in all the different colors, textures, surfaces, material types that she's really almost doing the exact same thing. Yep. So my job is to say, all right, here's a rendering, which is a fake picture that somebody drew on a computer.
Yep.
And how can I make the reality of a real house look as close as possible to this picture? And I think that we're doing a good job of it. I would even say a great job of it.
Oh, I think they should use this house as here's what you can build.
Well,
photos.
Maybe. Well, who knows? We'll see about
even
that.
with the blue columns.
Hey, these columns are not, well, they're becoming what they're supposed to be.
I'll give you guys, oh man, darn it, I lost it.
We had a little spoiler on the...
well, no, it's not a spoiler. I was going to give everybody the look that I was trying to explain earlier.
Okay.
You can keep going, and right. I'll pull it up here.
All right, we're going to bounce back to doors. So the the French door wasn't the only struggle door in this house. And one of the other huge struggles, any door can be a struggle, but the barn door, now barn doors, they have their own special kind of struggle, you know? Anyway, somebody says, the Bradshaw way says, I literally just went through the same thing on the barn door bolts and the nut on the backside, which if you turn one of these bolts the wrong way, it'll hit the trim when you go to slide the door. I had to switch them around as well, but the nut is rounded, so that meant that it had to be on the front, kind of a duh moment. Good to know even the pros make silly mistakes like that. Okay, well, everybody's happy that we screw up, and I'm glad. Oh, there's a picture of it. Can you pull that up? Good. All right, so there's a through bolt with a acorn nut, I think is what they're called, with a rounded cover. And right there, Eric's pointing out to where it's definitely going to hit the trim and limit the door from rolling. Actually, see, he thought he had it figured out, but you can see there's no face trim on the vertical part of the door thing there.
Right here. This is it went right up to
That's
it.
That's right. He was all happy that it was clearing, and he finally got it to work. And then I was like, bro, when you put this piece of trim on here, it's not going anywhere. And he was like, oh. But luckily, that was an easy fix. Mm-hmm. Just turn the thing around. You know, I have put in maybe a dozen, of these barn doors. And each one, you got to just be so careful and read the instructions. And they've all worked out great. But almost every time I think to myself, I just want to build my own sliding barn door hardware from scratch so I know it works and I understand it through and through.
Surprise.
And I never have.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I ever will.
Yeah. Well, you don't do enough of them.
I don't. But
even if you did one a house, that's still like 2 a year.
I mean, and we're mostly putting in, I'm not going to say cheap hardware, but not high dollar hardware. Like this set was not very expensive. There are really, really high end ones. What's the brand that we used to use? And we got one in the farmhouse down here, or in the Hazel house. Well, I need to think of the name of the brand. Cavity sliders.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so we used to install some Cavity sliders brand, and they have like soft close stuff and some really fancy hardware, really beautiful looking solid piece, like aluminum, machined and extruded aluminum parts that are anodized black. And
yeah, it looks fantastic. And
beautiful.
It can hold a heavy door.
Yeah, beautiful. So if you want to go nuts, you can totally get a really nice barn door hardware.
Yeah. I couldn't believe this, the track was so bowed.
On this one?
Yes.
I missed all that. Like I saw the comments about it, but I didn't even see it.
Yeah, Eric pulls it out of the box and goes to put it on the wall to mark the holes.
Right. And it wasn't flat or straight.
No, he shows it. It's like it's crazy how much bowed it was.
Well, you'll have that sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. Unexpected. Listen, the struggles come in new ways every
day's
time.
a Monday.
You think you got to figure it out.
Every day's a Monday.
Okay, so along with the barn door, so this door needed a groove in the bottom, right? To have there's a fin or a little piece of metal or plastic that keeps the bottom of the door from swinging away from the wall. And, you have to put that groove in the bottom of the door. That is not an easy task. It's not a beginner, like get the new guy to plow a 1/4 inch by 3/4 inch deep slot in the bottom of the door. And I actually had a pretty good time doing this. I just used the battery skill saw with the depth set to 3/4, and I cut the 2 outside lines, and then I just plowed away whatever material was left in between. And it wasn't that bad. I bet it took me 10 minutes at max, probably 10 minutes to cut that slot. And it's a high precision cut. It matters, but it's also never going to be seen.
Yep.
So do a really good job, but also nobody will ever see it. So if it was a little, it wouldn't have mattered. But I will say, if you had any like jagged parts of your cut and that little fin was getting snagged on stuff,
Something.
it'd be bad. That would be really bad.
Somebody mentioned, and you may have this comment in there, so about greasing should you grease the fin, like put some industrial grease? Would that, against the wood?
It wouldn't hurt. I mean, ideally, the fin, when the door is hanging, is perfectly centered and there's no pressure on the sides of the fin. I mean, the door should hang neutral over that fin, but it may have a little bit of a tendency to go to one side because of the way the over-the-top wheel bracket goes, but not any force on the side, no side force. And it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt anything.
This door is like in the basement to the
mechanical room.
Right. So it's never even going to get used.
It's not a high use door.
Right.
I think it's actually an okay place for a door like this. So here's a good question that nobody asked. What is a good type of room for a barn door to be on? You got any thoughts? I can tell you some not good ones.
I can tell you the first one I wouldn't do, and it does happen all the time, is a bathroom.
I've done that.
Yeah, but you better have a bit oversized door.
Well, you better have an oversized door, and also, they don't seal, or there's like a gap around the door on the sides, and
right, there's a gap. There's no like soundproofing. There's no fume blockage. There's nothing. Like, don't put it on a bathroom. I wouldn't put it on a bathroom. I wouldn't put it on a main bedroom.
No, it's not. No, I wouldn't do that either.
It's the wrong style door for that.
It's good. I was thinking the best case is like in a living room to a dining room or some other public rooms where you either want to have it closed off like all the time or you can leave it open.
It's a partition wall.
There you go. Yes, like that.
Agree.
And where you're not doing it all the time because they're not the most ergonomic to like, fling a door open or slam it shut when you're in a hurry or something like that. So I do think they're cool though.
Yeah, but I
do
maybe
like
going
them.
Out of style, but
I think they're timeless.
Yeah.
In their functionality.
For the Hazel, that's the only place we've used them.
There's barn doors at the Biltmore. And therefore I declare them timeless.
Sounds good.
I built a sliding barn door on my lawnmower shed, if you remember.
I do.
And because I had a metal ramp going up at an angle to the entrance, and I didn't want to have doors opening,
of course,
like that. So I got sliding doors, double. And on my, I have another little shed, my firewood shed, and it has my trash. I have like a bear-proof firewood and trash thing.
Now, on purpose.
Now, the bears don't want my firewood. They just want the trash.
Yep.
But we do have a lot of black bears, and they will sling the trash all over. They'll grab a whole bag, just take it down the woods, and then shred it. Right.
Yeah.
And so anyway, barn door seemed appropriate there too. So I built one out of hemlock. I got a cheap.
Yeah, but that's a dual purpose. Like, so you've built them for purpose.
Yeah.
Like because it's closed on one side and open on the other, and then it's open on the other side and closed on the other.
Yes.
So it makes sense.
It does.
I think that inside of homes and where we've used them, it's an accent. Like, it's not only a functional door, but like for the Hazel house, for example, Jamie built a massive barn door.
It's like 4 feet wide.
Yeah, it weighs like 100 pounds.
And it is functional in the sense that...
But it's an antique-looking barn door, like we took it off of a barn and hung it in the middle of a house. So it's a focal point. It is.
It is something to look at.
Yeah.
And it also serves a great purpose, I got to say, on that one, because we have a washer and dryer right behind that door.
Correct.
And I wanted an opening that would open up wide enough that you had access to the washer and dryer.
Right.
With one door opening.
Correct.
And that accomplished that.
And it opens right into the living room / kitchen, so you didn't want the doors to be in the way.
Don't want giant doors in the way.
And no room for pocket doors.
Didn't want, no, especially not a 4 foot deep. One day I'm going to make my own hardware for that.
I mean, I'll build a house and you can put it in it.
That'd be fun.
I'll be your guinea pig.
Okay. I'm sure we got some more comments here. Oh, somebody's told me to stack up some blades to cut the groove in the bottom. Sort of like a dado.
Oh, yeah.
You could stack 2 or 3 or 4 blades in a skill saw. It's not really.
It's probably not recommended.
Probably not, but whatever. I probably would try it.
It's like a tire and using a spacer on a wheel. You probably don't have enough nut left to.
Yeah, it's probably not the greatest.
You're losing threads.
Yeah, you'd need a special blade. Maybe
be careful if you do that. We're not recommending it.
Yeah, I do not suggest that. It could work if you're crazy. People also suggested the router, of course, a router with a 1/4-inch bit and a fence on the router, and I have done them that way.
Yeah, I mean, you prefaced that. You didn't have a router.
I didn't have a router. I didn't know I was going to do that day. You know, and some people are surprised that I don't have every tool in the truck. I don't. Dude, I carry, I think, a minimalistic approach to keeping tools on the truck.
Yeah, we're going to do a wild video about that.
We'll do that. Eric gave us a little sneak peek. I saw the guys over there ravaging my toolboxes at the job site. They wanted to see what was in them because they all had to move my toolboxes to put them in the truck because I've been hauling material, and so all the toolboxes came out, and then they're putting them back, and they're like, "Oh, what's in these toolboxes?" Anyway, they didn't find anything good. I can promise you that. Okay, here's a cool trick. Actually, back to the door, the bifold, or I'm sorry, the French double door. Somebody says here, French door rough opening needs confirmation it's in plane, meaning like all the surfaces the door is going to contact of the walls are coplanar. Stretch a diagonal string line from both corners. If the strings don't touch in the middle, you don't have a plane, and you'll be fighting the installation. Make sure to set the hinge jambs as a plane and then fix or adjust the trim to make it work. And that's kind of what we did. Now, what he's saying is point to point, top one side to the bottom of another side, cross two strings to make an X. He didn't explain that if they do touch, but they're pushing against each other, that they could also be wrong. But if there's a gap and they don't touch, then they're not coplanar, and you could begin to analyze the shape of it, you know.
I mean, it's a vertical level with string. It's the same. Those two comments are saying the same thing, but using two different methods. And
I don't know if I said this anywhere in the Perkins video or if I said it on the podcast at any point, but this door, in its defense for being really hard to deal with, where Jason, is that up right now?
Mm-mm.
Why don't you pull that up for me? I want to just.
You want me to play it too while you're at it?
Nah, just hit the still shot of it there. You know, where Jason is standing is the corner of where that hallway that connects the two houses together, we'll call it. That's where that meets the other half of the house. And there's a giant post inside there that goes up and supports the roof and all kinds of crazy stuff. And then we added some framing to make the rest of the doorway. So we didn't build a door jamb like on the ground and framing and stand it up like the door frame. It wasn't built like a traditional door frame. It's actually the merging of two different houses coming together. And there was a little bit of wackiness going on. And that is what, I think that's really what it was. And that wall to the left where Eric sat, the light switch is hanging out. Okay. That wall goes up like 20 something feet vertical. It's really tall. This is it's in the stairwell kind of up there. It's a wacky spot. Yep. All right. I'm going to see how many comments I've got through here. We better read through them here.
You're good.
We're about halfway through the comments that I selected here. All right. Now I don't know if this comment was for which house. It doesn't matter. One of the negatives of living in the woods, like almost every house we build is out somewhere up a dirt road, is that it's hard for EMS and fire trucks to get up there, especially if the road is muddy. That is true.
Amen.
That is true. We're not in the city where it's flat and smooth riding down concrete paved roads to your house. It is up a mountain. It is weather. The ease of getting there is weather dependent. I mean, we've had, there was a fire probably, how long ago was the one in Pillowy Cove out there? There was a fire in a development that burned almost all the houses, and it was built in the 60s. The development was, and really skinny roads and not wide enough places to turn to make all the switchbacks. Fire trucks tried to go in, and one of the fire trucks burned up in that fire because they got in a spot and they couldn't get out.
Yep.
And they couldn't get turned around. They couldn't even get to where they wanted to go.
And there's usually not enough water either.
That's true. You're a long way from a water source. I don't know how much water one of those trucks carries, but compared to a wildfire, probably very little.
Inside city limits, we talked about this. So I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but Ben's an alderman in the town of Bryson City, and I'm the chairman of the planning board.
Congratulations.
Thanks, I guess. And we talk about this a lot in the fire marshal. And so recently we've been working on the fire code and rewriting it and adding language to that point. Basically, and it hasn't been approved yet, but it's in process. The fire, he's not a marshal, but he's the chief fire of the Bryson City Fire Department.
Okay.
So we have one dedicated fire department inside city limits.
Okay. And is that just, if I can ask,
Sure.
Is that a municipality funded thing, or is it like a volunteer fire department, or is it?
It's like a really good question, Jamie.
I don't know, and I've lived here my whole life.
Sure. So the Bryson City Fire Department, and then there's Alarka. How many are there? There's probably 5.
There's West Swain.
Yep. West Swain,
which is where I grew up.
Alarka, right? Or
you got the Alarka, fire department.
And you have one out at Ela, or there's a station out there.
Yes.
So anyway, up until about a year ago, they were 100% volunteer, except for the chief.
Okay.
In city limits, he was a paid, has certain qualifications and everything it has to have. And then we obviously have a fire marshal, but it's volunteer. And this is a big fight inside the county.
Okay.
Right. Not a fight, but that
struggle?
we need.
Yeah.
We need to find money to pay people to be on staff 24 hours a day, 24/7. So because how long does it take somebody to get to the fire? If your house is burning down at 10 o'clock at night and all the volunteers got to come in, it's going to take at least twice as long.
It's a first responder
absolutely
kind of deal where everybody in their truck has got their...
Yes. So now I think that the fire chief and 2, and I'm going to get this wrong, but anyway, there are not even a handful. There's at least 2 that are paid firefighters inside city limits. And it's for that reason, to at least have a full staff somewhere in the county that's there all the time.
It seems like
get a truck there. Everybody else can meet. Well, people can meet there, but you got to somebody's got to get the stuff there.
Yeah.
Without having to come here first. But anyway, in the fire code, my point was, the fire chief will soon have to sign off on accessibility to your home inside city limits for a fire truck or not. And if it's an or not, I don't know the answer actually. So, it's either you got to fix the road or you're signing a waiver. So
are you telling me that the in-charge fire person is going to make a pre-evaluation of your accessibility?
Only in city limits, which is not very big.
City limits.
Correct.
Yeah, that's pretty small for Bryson City.
Yes, correct.
So if you're outside of the city limits, they make a call on whether they're driving up there or not on site whenever there is if there was an emergency.
Yeah, but most guys know. I mean, most people around here know, like, we got to take the 4-wheel drive, rig.
Yep.
And we have all kinds of different trucks. And actually, the Great Smoky Mountain National Park just donated a 4-wheel drive fire service truck to the Bryson City Fire Department, which is amazing. Yeah, because we need, on a lot of roads, that's it. And just so everybody knows, too, the city fire department doesn't just respond to calls inside city limits. It responds to every call.
In the county.
Like, it is absolutely responding to every call. So even though they're paid primarily by the city, the county, I think, does contribute some funds to that, but they answer call no matter what.
Okay.
So there you go. That's a lot.
This is a really interesting topic, and I've never really put a lot of thought into it, actually. But, I'm sure lots of counties and towns and, maybe, I don't know, I'm sure big cities have their own set of struggles, but, smaller towns and counties like us are probably having all the same conversations with their, town hall and of course trying to figure it out.
Yeah. And volunteerism is down.
Mm-hmm.
So we appreciate all of them, for real.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants a call like that. And if you're on the volunteer list, you're getting it. And that's, you just help your neighbor. That's
First responders.
That's kind of place we live.
Firefighting. Stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Comment here by Amanda something. Sorry.
Okay.
Something 4200. If I ever win the lottery, I'm going to get you guys over to the UK to build me a place. Although I probably won't get you through the planning. Sorry. Let me make sure I get this right. Although I probably wouldn't get planning and permission for the stuff you build because we have bricks and mortar mainly, not timber buildings. I think that what you would build is amazing. Okay, so I don't know. We can't probably go build in the UK, but, and also we don't know how to build over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we get comments all the time like that. Why can't believe you build houses out of wood? We only build out of concrete. Okay.
Well, they also don't use, they use the metric system.
Well, they do.
Is your calculator doing metric?
I'm sure it does.
All right.
I'm sure it does. If they want to sell any of them in the global market, they better have metric. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all in there. I'm not going to say we build houses that won't last as long, but if you're going to build it all out of concrete and really high end materials, it'll probably last longer. But they also have less land area. And so maybe they put a little more concentrated effort into building like super long lasting. And I don't know, I don't want to say the word quality in there too, but I get the idea that the European home building scene is highly focused on high quality. I don't know, because I've never been. I've never talked to anybody, hardly.
Timber is probably more expensive too.
Well, yeah, they say timber, but I think they mean just...
Well, like wood.
Oh, yeah.
Wood here is cheap.
Right, yeah. 2x4s are
correct
available. Inexpensive.
Correct. Yes.
Yep. Okay. How long till finished? That's a great question. We're hoping to get done by the end of the year, of the end of 2025. And I think we are 60 days out, right on the nose right now. Plus we got 2 holidays, and that's going to, slow somebody down, I'm sure. And we're so close. We're so close. Just look at this picture. The walls are painted, the floors are in, the beams are up. Sorry, you can't see the picture, but I can. That door that we put in, it's done, trimmed out, painted. We are scooting towards being done. If we can get the kitchen cabinets in a reasonable amount of time, and we're working on that, getting them here. We don't have them, but we're going to have them. Okay, some people were cracking up about Jason stuffing whatever he put in his hat to try to get the bugs to stay away.
Oh, yeah.
And we were trying to figure out how to outsmart the bugs that were driving us crazy. And somebody said, you need to get some fake dragonflies for your hats on days like that, and bugs will avoid them. Well, I guess the dragonfly is a predator.
I am going to show that just because there's Jason.
Oh, there we go.
Bugs don't like crazy.
Yeah, I told him that bugs don't like crazy. You're safe, Jason.
Oh, man.
Well, you can see the bugs. Look at that.
Can.
And it was
totally
bad.
Can.
I will attest to that. It was bad.
Yeah.
There's probably worse things, but I thought it was bad. Somebody's asking, where is Arlo's ShimTech jig?
That's a good question.
We use a lot of door shims, tons of door shims. Seriously, we buy in thousands of them, and we made a jig to use on the table saw that you can make your own shims, and that was really cool. And we did that, but you do need some leftover framing material to make them, and you don't always have like the perfect, material laying around. So I have the shim jig. It's at home in my shop. So
not on the job site,
but I'm not making shims with it much.
Same place the router is.
Oh man, I don't even know where my router is. I've got like 10 of them, but I don't know where they are. I don't use a router much. I actually do not love to use a router. To me, it's a scary tool, actually. It's a high-speed, screaming, loud, got to hold on to it tight, don't mess up. It can run away from you. Like some tools, either kick back or just like can jump out of your hands or different things, or send a board flying at you in different ways. And, to me, a router is actually a scary tool.
All right.
Coming from a guy with missing a few fingers, I think that's a good enough reason.
Yeah.
That whatever. All tools are dangerous. So who am I kidding?
Yeah. For what you do though, how often do you need a router? You can use a hand plane to round edges. You can do if you need it to be in perfection, or if you were doing a wood countertop or something, but
yeah, there's definitely awesome and amazing dedicated uses for routers, no doubt, but I tend to not use them much. I don't remember the last time I used one.
It's a good enough reason to not use it.
We didn't use a router to build that door.
No.
Table saw. Okay. All right. I'll give up on that one for now. We did talk a little bit about a fire rated door that goes from the garage at the mega house into the hallway, entering the house. That whole assembly, the wall assembly is fire rated. with the 5/8 Fire X drywall and the space above it, although it's not living space. And sometimes I get a little hung up on trying to figure out from the inspection department point of view, like living space is, I consider living space inside your house where maybe there's a bedroom. But living space, I'm not sure what is the technical difference between living space and heated space, right? There's definitely heated space upstairs, but it's not a bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And they treat bedrooms differently, okay? There's a difference in a bedroom. For example, you have to have a smoke alarm in a bedroom. You have to have a means of egress other than the door that enters into the room. Like you can't walk into a bedroom and there be no windows or no other doors. You have to have multiple ways to get out, like a way to get out of the house, not just back into the hallway or something. So you have to have means of egress. So anyway, I don't know. At any rate, this whole garage has fire-rated surfaces, including the door that goes in the hallway. It's a 20-minute fire-rated door. The comment here is, in Norway, especially in commercial construction. Now, commercial is a total different ball game.
Mm-hmm.
It's so different. But we have a fire-rated door that lasts up to 60 minutes, and they weigh about 200 pounds. They are a B ... something to hang. Great video as always. And I believe this person that, that's from the Norwegian Carpenter. Never heard of him, but I want, that sounds like a real thing. Norwegian Carpenter.
Yeah.
From Norway.
Okay, so heated space refers to the part of the building that is heated or cooled, while living space refers to finished, heated, and accessible areas used for daily living, sleeping, or so.
Living, sleeping, so living.
Heating, yeah.
For daily living.
But an unfinished basement, which could be heated, but not living. Like it'd be unfinished, but still have heat.
Okay.
Make sense?
Good enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Dude, everybody's going to hate me for bouncing around so much, but James Robert Grimes says, are there any survey crews to pin out this for you? Meaning the house that we're marking the corners of. So many opportunities to get this off while doing the old way, and that's a lot of labor to have 5 guys on site. He's pointing out the possibility for error, of us out there doing it, pulling our tapes, me yelling in numbers and going crazy. And while I do agree that there's great potential for it to be off, I'm pretty thorough in checking these all the way around and pretty confident that I got it right, at least in a preliminary way that we're doing. And the answer to, are there any survey crews? Yeah, for sure. I would say that me and my 5 guys or 4 guys out there for an hour or 2 is not more expensive than hiring a surveyor. And I honestly, I would have to be there with the surveyor anyway to tell them what I want and where and how. And yeah, they could pin it out, but I like doing it.
But then are they going to think about where's the fill dirt end, and can we move it, pivot it? If we move that corner out there a foot over there, what does that do to the rest of the house? And then they're not really. I feel like it's as the builder, that's my jam. That's my responsibility. That's my thing that I want to control. And not that I can't control it through another person, but we've already talked about that.
I just like doing it.
You're a control freak.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I take it as a compliment.
I understand. Until it's not. I mean, you can be a control freak and still, but then sometimes it can get in the way of progress.
It can. I try to keep progress going. All right. Somebody here, Daniel Knopp says, where's the bags of flour? So traditionally we use bags of all-purpose flour to mark out the foundations for digging the footings. And we did not use any. We just used a couple of cans of marking paint, spray paint, but also we were not marking the footings for digging. So when it comes time to mark footings for digging, you can almost be guaranteed we'll have some bags of all-purpose flour.
Yep. This was just marking out to take out the bulk material.
That's right. For use for baking cakes and marking out foundations.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. Somebody says, what's the total footage of the mega house, square footage like? I think it's about 6,000. You think I know?
Heated or living?
Heated, living, enclosed. No, I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, around 6,000. All right. This one I thought was kind of a sideways comment, but I'll bring it in anyway. Matt Eaton says, "Come on, guys. Tell your HVAC guy to switch to bar type grills for the air return and supply grills. The stamped steel grills look like crap in such a nice house." And while I don't disagree, I had this discussion with my homeowner. I said, look, what is included? Or, basically free, almost. It's not free, it's got a cost. But basically the kind of grill that we're using on the returns, which is where air sucks back into the units, they're bigger and square. And then the supply grills are smaller, rectangular ones. We're using the standard included with the price stuff. And these things are really pricey when you go to upgrade them. I mean, you can spend up to $100 each on like the floor ones, because she actually looked into it for the floor. You can get wood ones that match the flooring, $100 a piece. 10 of them. There's 10 of them in the big area of the house, the main living area. That's $1,000. Mm-hmm. And that's just to buy them. And then the flooring guy, the labor to get the cuts right and make them perfect, they're all flush. You're going to spend probably another $100 mm-hmm. a grill to do absolute precision work. So I agree that something nicer would look better and it would cost more money. And,
it's not your call.
It's not. What my homeowner can do, and I tell almost everybody this, is that you're going to get the included ones. You got to have something now. If you don't like the look of it, then you should just find something nice and buy it. Mm-hmm. How easy is that? It takes it off of me too. I don't want to go shopping for grills with people and tell them what I think and what my opinion is, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Fair enough. This is one of the best comments here, and this is getting close to the end of what I got here. I'm going to read the name here if I can. I don't know if I say it right. Okay. Paul Cassindi, 5313, says, "Am I the only 14-year-old who likes to watch these videos?" Man. I actually commented back to this one and I said, hey, you might be, but just keep watching them. You'll be smarter and know how to fix stuff and build things way more than all your friends.
Yeah.
If you keep watching, you're learning. I think it's a great thing. So
amen.
Thank you for watching. All right. Hey, it's 2025. There has to be a drone with a laser beam that can mark out the layout for you on the house. And,
we're getting there for sure.
Bet you're right.
If we're not there already.
Now, I have seen, this is something I've been meaning to bring up in the last couple episodes, and I never had a really good place to interject. So I saw some Facebook videos in maybe commercial building where there's like these little Roomba vacuum looking robots, right? That have like a spray paint or a laser printer,
okay, or
a ink printer, whatever it is. I don't know. And literally it's programmed with the house plan in it. So you got a giant slab and walls everywhere. It literally will draw every line of every wall on the slab for you or on a wood floor. You just program it in there, drop that thing, probably zero it out like any kind of CNC machine, tell it where it is, and it will go and mark the whole floor with, I would assume, very high level of accuracy.
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called. Layout robots, maybe. That's what I would call it. So
drones
with lasers.
I saw a drone cleaning a valley of leaves. I was like, oh man, I need that. Like where leaves, pile up inside
just the wind off of the propellers.
Yeah.
Not like spraying anything, nothing. Nope. Just doing that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty smart. My gutters are stacked up with leaves, even though I got the gutter guards on them.
That's why they're stacked up with leaves.
They're still stacked up. I got to get up there and blow those out.
Yeah. I know it's that time.
Yeah. I'll get.
Mm-hmm. Can you guys feel it? Can you feel the angst through the monitor right now?
Yeah.
It's leaf season.
That's okay. I got a big leaf blower.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. I'll let you borrow it. All right. Somebody else here, this is the last comment, says, confused why the title is about the other house, because we brought in two different house, sites on the same video. Mm-hmm. And the truth is, we're not ready to start the dedicated video series towards the new project yet. And we just had to go out there for half a day to do layout stuff, and we just incorporated it into what we were doing at the other house. So
that guy coming in early.
Oh, meaning,
yeah. They only watched the first 5 minutes and commented, the title doesn't match.
I can see where it'd be a little confusing, but
Yeah.
There will be more too. There will be more of those just little snippets of the other job, probably in the current one. And then, we're all looking forward to the close of the big mega build. It's within sight reach, and
60 days.
It's a literal, I almost need to mark each day as to what I think needs to get done.
It's your advent calendar
to make sure that some critical progress is made every day.
Is it time for a list?
It's not time for a list. Well, the thing is,
that was like 6 months ago.
It'd be a mega right now. If you made a list, it'd be a mega list.
Fair enough.
There's big picture stuff right now it's. Yep. I mean, it'll be right at it. Right at it. But then, and we're trying to sub out the foundation work on the one that we're laying out there. So I've got people, there's already lots of people involved in trying to get the foundation installed before it gets to be really bad freezing weather here. Like I always say, like where we live, January, February, I call that winter. Like November, December, it's bearable. Usually not terrible. And then, January, February, it's going to be freezing, below freezing every night, almost probably.
No concrete work, no asphalt work, nothing like that happens around here.
Yeah, if you do, you got to be really strategic. And when you do it, based on temperatures, and cover it up in insulated, blankets if you're going to leave it overnight. But concrete does generate heat, so sometimes that's in your favor. Ooh.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what's going to happen, man. I don't know if we're going to sub the concrete out and it's going to get done before Christmas. I don't know if we're not going to get there because of site work issues that we're dealing with right now, and then we're going to end up having to do it ourselves. I've thought about doing our own concrete forms. I've thought about doing the ICF blocks, like a Nadura brand, stacking these big foam blocks.
I'm just filling them.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to that. Different things. I don't know.
Would you sub that out if it was that though?
No, I would do that.
Yeah.
I would do that because you can cut them they're easy to cut. I actually like them. And this plan is not very friendly to like concrete form sizes. Like the forms are like 2 feet or 1 foot or 16 inches or 18 inches. There's all kinds of wacky dimensions. And so there's going to have to be custom filler pieces in every run.
Interesting.
Probably. And that's kind of a pain. So at least like the foam block ICF, you just take a hand or a skill saw or a handheld regular like saw, and you just cut the foam and just boom, stick it whatever size. It doesn't matter. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I could see that. But then you'd have to do it.
That's right.
Then that would set you back even more.
It might. Well, yeah, maybe.
Oh.
We're losing the time that I thought I had plenty of time to get this done ahead of time.
Right.
And these complications we're running into with fill dirt has really slowed us down.
Yeah. I mean, even doing the foundation ahead of time, you're still going to be walking into framing in January. Whew.
Yep.
So that's still, you're very weather dependent because you're just outside in the elements. But
yep. I know me and my crew, we don't like the idea of taking off for 2 months.
No,
you know, I mean, we need to work to make money to live because we have families and bills and, whatever everybody needs to be working. So I haven't figured out a way to work through the winter doing something else, like without losing my crew or, if I could just say, all right, guys, it's December, let's meet back in March, everybody would quit and get a different job. You can't just.
That's what a lot of people around here used to do.
I mean,
they used to lay everybody off and they'd go on unemployment for 2 months because it's a tourist town and nothing happens in January and February. But then you lose your people. Yeah. I mean, Ben and I basically like in year 2 of this, the businesses that we own, we made the decision that we weren't going to lay anybody off for the winter. Yeah. I mean, it's just, you can't do it because you'll never get them back. They're gone. Yep. So even though business dries up, it is what it is. We have times of plenty and times of not that. Yeah. Feast or famine. That's right. That's what it's called. Well, that's all I got for today on this episode. So I hope everybody enjoyed it, and I had a pretty good time. I always love reading the comments because as many things as I could possibly think of to bring to the table here, it sure is easier when I get thousands of other people bringing in questions, and
and giving us topics for discussion. So thank you, everybody who's been commenting. We're continuing to read the comments, although I can't and don't read every comment. So what are we going to do about that?
Yeah. But if you don't get the answer on Perkins Builder Brothers that you think you need, or if there's a follow-up question, throw it on top of this. We read these too, like I said earlier.
Yep. Sounds good. Well, thanks for joining us.